Good evening, and welcome to my Summer Snack Series 2019, Episode 1. Summer's back, Summer Snack Series is back. What better way to beat the heat than to go out into the heat, to buy snacks, to come back out of the heat with, to eat, to be out of the heat until you... My first item, Dewey's Chipotle Cheddar Cornbread Crackers. Now, I'm not going to lie, I got these at TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is always a good place for gifts for people you barely know that are food related. Like, it's amazing how many bags of al dente pasta they sell. Like, they'll have a bag the size of a horse fetus filled with bird's nest pasta and large bottles of indiscernible oil with like lemon slices and plants marinating in it. So this is cute because you have the bag that looks like a pouch of cornmeal or something, but then the cookies inside are wrapped in what looks like, butcher paper. So, as you can see, they're actually small little squares, similar to Cheez-Its. Little on the sweeter side. I really wanted to be excited by these. I do not taste Chipotle. My next little summer snack, Private Selection, is Trader Joe's house brand for finer items. Sort of like how Target has Market Pantry for their house brand, but then Archer Farms for the, fancier, more expensive items. And I like Kroger because it's not highfalutin like Farm Fresh tries to be at times, or Harris Teeter. I've had their Hasida. It's some, I guess God made a new pepper, or there was a pepper I had never heard of before. I had their Hasida beef jerky last September, and it was good. Jack Link's is my favorite brand, but this was the closest to a good quality jerky. This is Tequila Serrano, 24-hour marinated beef jerky with authentic sriracha recipe infused with tequila and serrano peppers. The jerky's kind of stuck together like in one wad. Why is it so sticky? Okay, pineapple juice and brown sugar. The aroma is of teriyaki. I guess the pineapple's mingling with the tamari. The texture's good. There's a kind of glazed quality to it from the pineapple juice and brown sugar. I'm trying to pick up on the tequila notes. I guess maybe a subtle nuttiness underneath the spice and the heat. Maybe that's the tequila. I mean, if it was straight up tequila, I'd just be sucking each little wad of beef dry and putting it back in the bag for later. But I haven't had my evening margarita. My doctor says I have to have a margarita at least 5 times a week. I don't have enough margarita capsaicin peptides in my bloodstream. I was born with a deficiency. So, primarily sweet, a little bit spicy. Serrano is a good pepper in cooking if you want to make soups and casseroles, because it's like smokier and spicier than like a jalapeno, but not as hot as an ancho chili. So this isn't bad for the price. It's a little cheaper than Jack Link's, a little bit more than Slim Jim, which is just, pickled meat strings. My last item is a little evening cooler, a cocktail that I just came up with in the gas station, featuring Evan Williams bourbon. I got a smaller bottle than I usually keep stocked. Evan Williams is a very underrated drink. A lot of people view it as bottom shelf, which it sometimes is kept on the bottom shelf. But as I've regaled many people in the past 10 years, Evan Williams was actually a contemporary to Jack Daniels. And from memory, I read a very interesting article about why you should just try Evan Williams instead of spending the extra money on brand awareness towards Jack Link's, was that when the Prohibition ended, I said Jack Link's, didn't I? Maybe there was more tequila in this shit than I thought. When the Prohibition ended, Jack Daniels beat Evan Williams back to the shelf, back to the market. So they got a little running head start, and they also took the iconic square bottle and black label design from Evan Williams. I know this green label was in a handle jug, but Evan Williams is sold in a square bottle with a black label. Jack Daniels took that from them, so they basically were, running ahead of Evan Williams to get back on the market after the Prohibition, and basically, did this and pushed them back. Just a little... I've never tried an up-close drink pour. There it goes all over the table. Excuse me. So we're going to start with just a little. And then, for the mixer, I found this Pure Leaf brand brewed herbal tea, cherry hibiscus. So let's see if I've made a new summer cocktail. The tea smells appropriately cherry-like, but together as a drink, let's see how this new bourbon and cherry tea cocktail I've created today holds up. Very good. This the tea is not overly sweet, so it complements the bourbon very well. The oaky and syrupy taste of the bourbon mingle with the playful cherry. My only regret is that since this is an herbal tea, there are no tea leaves. And black tea, especially southern style sweet tea, is really good as a mixer, especially with bourbon or whiskey. So it's not a bad drink. It does quench the heat from the jerky. But that's all I have for this evening. Thank you for joining me. It's been so long since I've done a summer snack series video. But things have been going wonderfully, and I hope things are going wonderfully for you too. Join me for Summer Snack Series 2019 Episode 2 as I do some bar snacks and stuff like that. Have a good evening.